Warning, this video is designed to be educational. Due to a bug in the game's code, this method has a chance of not working. If you yell at me about this in the comments, I will cry. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome to Victoria 3, the only game that lets you form Germany. Do not correct me on this. Forming Germany is the goal of many strategy gamers, but what if I told you there was a better nation than Germany? Well, allow me to introduce you to Super Germany. This bad boy is the sleeping giant of Victoria 3, and today I'm going to show you how to form it in 10 years. So can I form the strongest power in all of Victoria 3 before 1850? Well, let's find out. But before we do, I'm going to show you something just as cool. That's right, this video has been sponsored by World of Tanks. World of Tanks is a free-to-play PC title with a community of 100 million people. Unlike other games, World of Tanks actually lets you become the tank and use it in any way you like. You want to be a big tank with a big gun crushing your foes from far away? You got it. How about rushing in and outmaneuvering your opponents with speed and finesse? Go right ahead. Maybe you want to play sneaky and ambush your opponents when they least expect it? Say no more. World of Tanks gives you everything from light, medium, heavy tanks, tank destroyers, and artillery to use however you see fit. In fact, there are so many tanks in this game that they total more than 800 historically accurate tanks to choose from. And if that still somehow isn't enough for you, World of Tanks also allows you to earn experience to modify and upgrade your tanks however you like. You'll get to use these tanks to take part in massive tank battles across more than 40 different battle arenas set all across the world. You can play World of Tanks for free today by clicking the first link in the description below. And if you're a new player, be sure to use the invite code COMBAT to get 7 days of premium access along with 250,000 credits, the premium Cromwell B tank, and temporary access to 3 rental tanks for 10 battles each. Returning players who haven't been on in 30 days will also be given 3 days of premium access, the 2D style bargain camouflage, and 7 days access to this premium tank or 100,000 credits if you already have it. Thank you again to World of Tanks for sponsoring my channel. Be sure to check them out with the link in the description. And now back to Victoria 3. Alright, so you want to form Super Germany. Step number 1, we are going to pick Austria. I know Germany was historically formed by Prussia, but Austria is the way to form Super Germany. Sorry, Ludi, I know you love Prussia, but Austria is just faster. Alright, step 1, as Austria, we need to immediately knock down Prussia away from their ability to even form Germany. This is faster than fighting them in the Brothers' War. So, very first thing we need to do is come to our research tab, go to the society tab, and then go straight down to central banking. Now, I know a lot of you are thinking, don't you need nationalism? And yes, you do. But we will have central banking well before we need nationalism, so we'll do nationalism second. Next step, begin damaging relations with Prussia. Also, come down to Italy. Several of these states you are guaranteeing the independence of, we are not gonna do that. Stop guaranteeing the independence of Parma, Modena, Tuscany. Cancel the trade agreement with Tuscany as well, and 2 Sicilies. No guarantee of independence and no trade agreement. Sorry, not sorry. Russia, form alliance. Oh, obligation? Confirm. Military tab, mobilization. We're gonna do extra supplies for every single army we have, and military wages are gonna go to 5. Unpause the game per second. We are going to wait and see if Prussia improves our relations. Sometimes they do, and it messes up our ability to actually do what we're trying to do. Russia wants a trade agreement, deny it. Don't give in. We're gonna keep watching. We need this bar to be at 19 so that we can declare war on Prussia. We need to day 1 war them because that is when we have the biggest advantage. They are at 19, they did not approve relations, we're solid. So, as soon as they hit 19, you are going to immediately stop damaging relations because we need them to like us a little bit. Diplomatic lens, diplomatic demands, we are going to liberate country. On Prussia, select target is going to be Pomerania. Now, do not try and get clever. You must do Pomerania because the game is bugged right now. And doing Pomerania will give you the best chance of avoiding the bug. The bug kind of ruins the ability to even do this, so we're gonna just assume that the bug doesn't exist if I run into it, okay? Okay. And you know what else doesn't exist? Me. That's right, I'm actually dead. Now, I know that might be upsetting for a handful of you, but fear not, I have good news. Hades said that he'd let me come back to life and make more YouTube videos if I got 25,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So, subscribe to get me out of purgatory. Select, confirm, and we are going. Now, the reason we wanted an alliance with Russia was not to call them into war. It was instead to prevent them from getting involved against us. Russia really likes Prussia, and in order to keep them from backing each other up, we get an alliance with them. At this point, as soon as you declare the war, we are going to need to improve relations with a lot of people. So, in order to do that, we need influence, and to get more influence, we gotta come back to the Diplo lens, come to diplomatic actions, and click the rivalry button. We're looking for rivals who cannot oppose us, so don't do great powers, do major powers, and do powers who just aren't gonna get involved. So, Ottoman Empire. Spain, Netherlands, Belgium, Sweden, and the United States of America because they're far away and they won't do anything. Pretty much, you want to rival countries like that. Sometimes you get the option to do Brazil, sometimes you don't get the option to do Belgium or the Netherlands, just play it by ear. Once you have that done, you're going to have a absolute buttload of influence. We're going to use this influence to improve relations with a lot of German countries. Primarily, Bavaria, begin improving relations. We're going to do Baden, improve relations, and guarantee independence. Hanover, begin improving relations. Oldenburg, relations and guarantee independence. Same thing with Bremen, and same thing with Hamburg. Brunswick, Mecklenburg, Strelitz. Those are all of the German nations that we are going to improve relations with. Don't bother with any of the other ones except maybe Anhalt. Anhalt's kind of cool. We like Anhalt. Do them as well. Now, time to unpause and see how this war breaks down. We're gonna sit and we're gonna wait for the escalation value to get to 79. 79 is going to allow for a lot of these countries involved in this diplomatic play to jump out and say, nah, actually I'm neutral. So right now there's France, Great Britain, and Russia here. When we get to 79, a lot of these people are gonna be gone. Also, Bavaria. Bavaria is 99% of the time going to help Prussia. Don't worry about it, they're easy to beat. Let this play out for a little bit. Don't mobilize your troops just yet. We're gonna be patient. Values at 70, 75. Once it's at 75, you can begin mobilizing. So set all generals to defend, mobilize, send 170 army to the Prussia front, send this other 70 army after you make them defensive. That's very important. Mobilize them, send them to the Bavaria front. Grab this leftmost army with 25 in it, set him to defend, mobilize, and send him to the Prussia front. And then finally grab this right here. This army has a special general. This general is Laval Nugent von Westmeath. And the thing that's cool about him is he is an offensive planner. Sometimes he's an expert offensive planner, sometimes he's not. But he is the best offensive dude we have, so we're gonna promote him up to tier 5. This is gonna let him command the offense. So mobilize him and send him to the Bavaria front. Yes, we are going to push into Bavaria first. Now, you're gonna pause exactly once you get to 79, not a day after, not a day before. Come to the Sway Countries tab, we can see that Britain has jumped out, and that's pretty cool, but the other two just really haven't, so yeah, that's okay. They're not really likely to help Prussia. So it's time to add war goals. Add war goal, you're going to do exactly as I do. Not a single thing different, because we are trying to avoid a bug in the game, and this is the path that gives you the best chance of passing the bug. Add war goal, conquer state, Silesia. Next up, add war goal, conquer state of Brandenburg. Yes, that is their capital. We are taking it, and yes, we do have 70 infamy. This is what they like to call in the biz a buttload of infamy. We're notorious. We're not past the 75% yet, though, so that's good. And then finally, we are going to add one last war goal, which is the most important, and it's the one that is buggy. It is liberate country of Westphalia. Now, the bug in question is that whenever we try to push these peace treaties, they don't actually work. Westphalia just doesn't get liberated half the time. I don't know why, it is a bug. Paradox will fix it eventually. So if we do get the bug, we're just gonna pretend that we didn't, okay? Okay, now, once we make all those demands, we're gonna check, see, make sure, you know, they're not really gonna get involved. Maybe Sweden does. That's not a big problem. Overview, unpause the game, and let's get to it. Hopefully Sweden doesn't get involved. They didn't, but they declared us a rival. That is okay. No quarrels with that. And now, as you can see, Prussia and Bavaria versus Austria. We have an advantage on both fronts. This is solid. Now, all we gotta do is unpause and get to cooking. But one more thing before we unpause, because I really like forgetting this step. Buildings in Austria, the state of Austria, buildings. Scroll all the way down, we're gonna add 10 universities. This is just gonna get our innovation going a little bit faster so we can research just a little bit faster and we'll be good. So also decrees, you're gonna throw the decree of road maintenance on there just so they do it a little bit faster. Social mobility, maybe 2, and maybe greener grass, and really you can just do the rest however you want. Set your taxes up literally however you want. None of that stuff matters when it comes to forming Super Germany. Unpause, and here we go. We're gonna push into Bavaria first. First push, 95 on 47, we are going to cook them. And the Bavarian army has already been toasted. They have 99 military power. We have a solid 5,000. This front is already a massive win for the Austrian army. Now you're gonna keep an eye on the Prussian front as well. Make sure that the Prussians are still pushing into you. If they ever stop, just pull this 25 dude, put him here, and give them an advantage just so they feel ballsy enough to push. They'll start pushing again eventually. They need some time to reconfigure, I suppose. We want them to push as much as possible because we want them to waste their troops. Bavaria front is going down very well for us. It looks like they're pushing now, so I can send this dude back. There we go. They push in. They're losing their advantage. They're down to 40,000 troops, 30,000 troops, 25,000 troops. It is brutal for them. And now we're back on this front with a 70% advantage. Bavaria has peaced out. We no longer have to worry about them. We just have to worry about Prussia. We're going to try and take Silesia, but if this doesn't go up high enough or we start throwing not enough troops at them, we'll have to stop. If we break through Silesia, we win the war. If we get stopped at Silesia, we have to play a little bit manipulative, if you know what I mean. But it looks like we are going to dogpile right through Silesia. We're putting the hurt on them. They got 20,000 troops left. There we go. This is solid. Good visibility doesn't matter, sir. We got too much power. All right, and broken through. We can set another general to push. We'll promote him to tier 4, send him to advance because we just need to keep the pressure on. Do not let them get their troops back. If they get their troops back, they can play defense. We don't want that. We want no defense coming from the Prussian side of things. And there we go. Continuing to push. 80% advantage. They have 10,000 troops left. There's just nothing they can do about it. This is a win for Austria. This is why we wanted to day one war them, because they are weak. We can push through, immediately destroy them. It is a GG. Now, their war support is now in the negatives. This is where this oh so elusive bug I've been talking about comes into play, because if we come over to make peace, I want you all to read this. We have liberate Pomerania as a war goal. We have conquer Silesia as a war goal. We have conquer Brandenburg as a war goal. And we have liberate Westphalia as a war goal. We will be executing every single one of these, but I'm gonna tell you ahead of time, Westphalia probably is not going to get liberated because the game is bugged right now. I'm gonna unpause till they're willing to accept. I'm going to propose this peace deal. Again, you can all see it. These 4. Propose the peace deal, unpause the game, and would you look at that? Westphalia is simply not liberated. This is the bug I was talking about. This is the bug that we are going to bypass in order to teach you how to do this. Paradox will fix this eventually. Hopefully it's soon, but it is not right now. So I'm gonna show you what it's supposed to look like. Here we go. This is what the map is supposed to look like when you release Westphalia. I know it's cheating to just force this through, but it is precedented. If we check the prestige numbers after this battle, they were at 196 prestige before the war, and after the peace deal, they are going to drop to, looks like 59. This is a big enough blow to them to drop them to a minor power. This is what we wanted. If they're a minor power, they cannot contest us for German unification. This is what you have to do to win. And because we set up all of our improved relations stuff beforehand, we're now at negative 700 influence. This is an extra 700 influence that we get to use for free. So until German national identity fully completes, we're pretty much just gonna sit here and do nothing. It's been 2 years since game start and Prussia already looks like this. We're solid. Now let's actually check and see if, okay, Prussia does have a rivalry with us. That is a little bit bad, but it's gonna go away once they drop off to a minor power because we're just gonna be too big. And unpause the game, and now we're just gonna wait until relations with a lot of these countries get to max and we get to use our influence again. I guess we could go ahead and check to see if there's more rivals we could possibly grab, but doesn't look like it. That's okay. We're just chilling and waiting at this point. Really what we would love to do is to grab people and put them in our power block. If they can get in our power block, they support us way, way more as the German unification candidate. One person will absolutely have to get into our power block is Westphalia here. That is the only way they're going to support us as the German unification candidate, because they always have the attitude of disinterested towards us because, frankly, they're brain dead. The AI does not know how to handle Westphalia being here and simply just doesn't do anything. They sit there, they do nothing, they don't know how to talk to people, and this guy's just a loser. Duke Valdemar von Dieskau. Yeah, he's an idiot. He's 40 years old. What a fucking loser. What a fucking loser. What a fucking loser. What a fucking loser. I apologize to all 40-year-olds. I too will one day be 40 years old, but not today, so I can still make fun of you. Also, central banking just passed, which means that once we actually have influence, we can bankroll people, which will be nice at some point. Now, here's something I'm gonna do just because I want to go faster. You don't have to do this in your own game, but I'm going to declare rivalries with Great Britain and France because I need more influence because I want to go ahead and start improving relations with Prussia, also Westphalia. Again, you do not have to do this in your own game if you don't want to, but it's going to speed up the process of forming Germany for me just a little bit, so I'm going to do it. But that's just like my heads up, hey, this might cuck me in the future. You don't have to follow me and do it if you don't want to, but if you're doing it just as fast as possible, then yes, go for it. And still, all we're really doing at this point is just improving relations with a lot of the German states. Make sure you do Pomerania once they're released, and like I say, make sure you're improving with Westphalia as much as possible. They are super important, and Prussia's super important. Everyone else is just mostly important. No one else is super important. Our infamy will slowly go down. We're back down to infamous, which is going to make getting people in our power block just a little bit easier, but we're not really going to be able to do that well until we're below 25. Ooh, what is this? A Hanover revolt? Let's see what we can get by jumping in on this. Become subject. Ooh, I think that would be beneficial for me. Yeah, let's do that. They can become my protectorate, though my infamy is a bit high, so maybe it's better to just do an obligation instead. Oh, I have decisions. What do I do? I think the obligation would be worth it more because then I can just improve the relations super quick. Yeah, that's fine. I don't want to deal with accidentally getting a defiant subject because I had that happen in another time that I tried to record this video and it didn't go well, and I was very, very sad. I did sad person things like tax evasion. All right, Radical Hanover, you're going down. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, and damn, they're already dead. And we have an obligation from Hanover. So let me improve relations with them a little bit. I'm gonna absolve this as soon as we hit 50 relations, because that'll shoot us straight up to friendly, and that pretty much guarantees that they support us. Let's check the progress of German national identity. We're 57%. I was gonna say 54, but it changed. I guess because we got it. I mean, that makes sense. All right, once you're done with central banking and nationalism, go wild. Research whatever you want. Nothing else is gonna matter. For me, I think I'm just gonna take water tube boilers because, why not? Economy is good, even though I'm not managing it at all right now. I know some of you have been looking at that and it makes you mad, and I'm doing it on purpose. I just want you to know that. Welcome to the Toby channel. Fine, I'll start queuing up stuff and fixing my economy. I know you can't look at it if it's not building. I know I'm making fun of you. You'll get over it. Boop, 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 boop. There you go. Happy economy is doing stuff now. There we go. It'll be okay. Atmospheric engine completed, baby. Let's squeeze more throughput. Oh, we have a lot of extra influence now, I see. All right. Hell yeah. Bankroll Westphalia. Fund lobbies in Westphalia. Fund lobbies in Hanover. Bankroll Hanover. Let's get Hanover up to 50. Absolve that obligation. Yes, please. We might want to use a little bit of this influence just to drop our infamy down. We can also use that to build up our leverage gain for power block potentials. Ooh, we've got 2. Can we get Pomerania in? We can. Let's do that. Hello, Pomerania. Welcome to the best power block you've ever seen. Damn it. Wait a minute. Hold on. We gotta fix something. It's not a Toby video until this guy shows up. Hello, my beloved. Looking dashing as ever, I see. I'll talk to you later. That made our power block black. Why? All right, well, let's fix it. Primary color, we want to be white. Oh god, that messed it up. That's okay, though. We're not gonna look at it. We're just gonna pretend it didn't happen, okay? Okay, the secret stays between us. What did I just agree to? Foreign investment with Russia. I don't wanna. How close are we to German national identity? 60.60%. This is good. This is very, very good. Oh yeah, power block, power block. Who joins the power block? Mecklenburg! Get in here, buddy. Oh, and Mecklenburg-Strelitz. Let's get them all in here. We got the North. We got the North. Stop guaranteeing the independence. As soon as they hop in there, I don't give a damn anymore. I don't even want to improve relations with you. Filth. Is Hanover up to 50? They are. Oh, they've been there for a while. Absolve the obligation, and then maybe that gets them able to join us? Nah, Hanover doesn't have nearly enough, but they do love us, so that's okay. Stop guaranteeing their independence and stop bankrolling them, but we will keep funding the lobbies. We'll shift the rest of this up to these northern states. Make sure they're on board, make sure Brunswick's on board, and make sure Bavaria's on board, because I don't think Bavaria likes us enough. Yeah, they're only 15. That's a little iffy for me. All right, Prussia's almost above that -20 mark, which lets us do other improved relations shenanigans with them. There we go, -19. As soon as they hit that -19 number, we're going to guarantee independence, we're going to bankroll, and we are going to do the same lobby funding shenanigans. We want them to like us. They hate us us right now. They despise us right now. If we were stuck in a hole and they had a rope and they were at the top, they would jump down and strangle us with the rope. That is how they feel about us right now. But hey, our infamy's almost down. We're almost in cool guy town again. If we're lucky, we'll get an obligation from Prussia, but infamy's almost below 25. It just needs just a tad bit more, just a little bit more, just a wee little bit. Come on, 24.9. It means we're cool again and we're trustworthy. That is what that means. Now, they're still antagonistic, but it's only minus 125 instead of minus like 5 million that it was before. Natural enemy and militarily threatening neighbor. That's fine. They'll get over it. They'll get over it. Do I have any obligations from all these people I'm bankrolling? I only owe an obligation to Russia. Okay, so I guess not. Like I say, we are literally just waiting on people to research nationalism and we will be solid. Ooh, Bremen wants to join? Sure, bud. Welcome aboard. We can invite more countries. Ooh, Brunswick? Yes. Westphalia? Yes. Hamburg? Yes. Let's get everybody in here. Yes, sir. I didn't realize we were that high with Westphalia already, but I guess we are. Just keep grabbing people. Keep putting them in our pocket. There's water tube boilers, so another research. Whoop-de-doo, what do we got for you? It's Bessemer process. Don't question my methods. All right, we're at 66.66. Oh, never mind. We're done. All right. Hold your horses, damn it. I'm trying to speak here and you're off completing objectives. All right, German national identity is done. Momentous times are ahead of us. That means we can now form Germany. So we're gonna see who exactly supports us and who exactly doesn't. We're gonna unpause for just a second. We're gonna let all this stuff rattle on up. So it looks like we're about 10. Time to check who doesn't. So Westphalia doesn't. They need just a little bit more. If the relations were all the way up at 80, they would. That's not a problem. How's Prussia? Prussia's at negative 70. We really just have to wait on Prussia and Westphalia because we have Hanover. How many states do we have down here? We have the state of Hanover, we have the state of Mecklenburg, and we have the state of Elba. This is all really good. Pretty much as soon as we get Prussia, we're gonna get this state, this state, this state. We're gonna get Anhalt because I believe Anhalt likes us. Is that right? Is that correct, Anhalt? Do you like us? Yeah, they do, but they won't support us yet for some reason. Who knows why that is? Are they a subject of somebody? No, they're not. I guess they're just confused. That's okay. So yeah, Prussia's just the main dude. Oh, Anhalt blew up. Anhalt, I will come to save you. Offer support. Be my subject. Obligation, diplomatic pacts. How much do they like me? Yeah, I can just make them a subject. That's fine. Let's hop in there real quick. That's okay. Bavaria is using the obligation. We have to accept. We can't say no to an obligation. All right, these guys are all supporting us, so we can stop bankrolling them. We can also stop guaranteeing their independence. So I think they're already in our power block, aren't they? Hanover's not. Hanover, that's interesting that Hanover wouldn't be. Damn, our cohesion is bad. We're gonna have to fix that. That's directly hurting their ability to like us. Yeah, so it's not too bad to have a power block be a little bit weak. There we go, they're down, they like us. We got our obligation from them. Oh, let's go, from Prussia. That is excellent. We might be able to bypass a lot of these modifiers in that case. I say it's literally just Prussia preventing us from doing what we need to do. And I guess Westphalia, technically. I'm gonna wait for this to hit 20, then I'm gonna absolve it, I believe. Perhaps. We'll see what they say when they hit 20. Let's absolve the obligation in hopes of getting another one. Let's export everything we can to the Prussian market. Bypass their inability to be nice to me. There you go. I can get a trade agreement now. They're still weary of us after all that. That's fine though. We have the trade agreement. That's gonna boost how fast they improve relations. It is going very quick. Cultures, we're at 19 states. We literally just need Prussia and we will have this. I'm gunning for under 10 years. That is the hope. In theory, it's possible to do in 1842 if you get really lucky on obligations from Prussia, but that's probably not gonna happen. There's no way you still hate us. Come on. With the amount of agreements we have, what is their opinion? It's 5. That is kind of a lot. Principle time. We are going to add the principle of sacred civics after you get your mandate because higher diplomatic proposal acceptance for countries with the same religion. And if we take a gander at the religious overview, we're going to see that we're Catholic. All right, well, never mind. We're not Protestant. That is, oops, I forgot. Oh, well. It'll boost it with a few people. Relations with Prussia are shooting up. They're rocketing up. 69, we're at 70 now. We don't really need to bankroll a lot of these guys anymore, so we're going to stop doing that. All right, Prussia's at 75, ever so close to that elusive 80. And finally, 80. We can take on their debt again for another obligation. We can invite them to our power block. That puts them over the top, and we can form Germany in 1846. Now, this is not everything. Hit this Form Germany button, all hail the Kaiser. Now, you're going to see a lot of little icky spots in Germany. We are going to fix that. I promise you we're gonna fix that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna abuse another journal entry that I really like to abuse. So, that journal entry in question is the Schleswig-Holstein question and South German Federation, specifically South German Federation. Once we complete the South German Federation, it is going to trigger the event German leadership, which is going to annex any German country with the same primary culture as ourselves. But because we've already incorporated Germany, that means it also includes North German and South German, which means we get all the German states. So what do we need to do to trigger this journal entry right here? We need to complete a German country must have resolved the Schleswig-Holstein question journal entry. And to do that, we're not even going to read this. I'm just going to tell you what to do. We need to liberate these two from Denmark. Easy enough, right? Diplomatic demands, liberate subject. We're going to start with Schleswig. Whoop, 30% chance that they might accept, so we're going to say no, force it through, confirm, and unpause. Now, we're gonna do the same thing we always do, but this time we are not gonna mobilize a single soldier. We want them to be confident, and right now they are anything but that. Venezuela sided with Denmark. Thank goodness for Venezuela. The Danes are saved, everybody. All of the oil in South America is here to save them. All right, real talk though, the only person we're really concerned about is either France or Great Britain, and neither of those are in, so we're fine right now. We're doing the same thing we always do. Value 79, pause. That is how you do this. Right there, 79. They are worried, as they should be. Sway countries. Looks like France is here, but their odds of actually getting involved are super unlikely. So overview, add war goal. We're going to aberrate. What? Aberrate? That's not a word. We are going to add liberate subject Holstein and add it as a primary. No backing down for them, and then also add war reps just to get this going just a little bit faster, just ever so slightly, a little bit faster. We are going to grab this 70 army, grab this man, grab that man, literally put whoever you want on these fronts because it doesn't matter. Mobilize, send to the front. No one's getting involved. Grab your main offensive man. Grab Laval. Send him to the front. Let him be in charge. Let him have his glory. He has been the #1 helper of us forming Super Germany. And they back down. If they back down, we've got it done. I know you just kind of saw that. We'll replay it in slow motion. Add cool like whoosh sound effects or I don't know. But yes, we have the German Empire, Super Germany borders. We fixed up all the little icky bits. German leadership is done. Literally take whatever option you want. They're both good. They're both good buffs. I'm taking the bottom one. That is Super Germany, formed June 17th, 1846. Slightly over 10 years from the very beginning. Look at it in its full glory. Look at that German Empire border. Beautiful. Now, this is not where the video ends. I have a little secret added treat for you all. Cultures tab, Central Europe. You see this hegemony? I think that's how it's pronounced. I'm gonna pretend that's how it's pronounced. We are only 2 states away from having this done. So I'm gonna show you a super easy way to get this done because this is the most busted formable in the game. All we need to do is annex Switzerland. That is it. So, war goal. We're gonna try to find something that's not gonna cost hardly any infamy whatsoever. We'll do investment rights in Switzerland for 2 infamy. 40% chance they accept, force it. Confirm, there we go. We're gonna do literally the exact same thing we did last time. So we're gonna let it get to the diplomatic maneuvers phase. Switzerland is very fearful of us and the odds that they back down are kinda high. Let me check and see how likely people are to get involved. Yeah, no one's likely to. So let me add a war goal of conquer state East Switzerland, just to stay below. Damn, we're slightly above. Okay, that's not a problem. Damn, they are cowards. All right, well, Switzerland just backed down. That's a little bit of a problem. I wanted to fight them, so I guess we go grab a different state. Let's do the exact same thing again. Investment rights. We're gonna snag it in Sardinia, Piedmont. Is anyone gonna get involved? Looks like Greece might. That's not a problem. Force this diplomatic play. Confirm. Please let me fight you. Oh. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. All right, we're gonna go to the 79 point. There we go, 79. Everyone's back down. We're gonna add conquer state of, we want this one right here, Piedmont. It's gonna cost 30 infamy, but I don't give a fuck. Make it a primary. They ain't backing down. We're taking that. Mobilize, send to the front, and mobilize, send to the front. No one can get involved at this point, so we are solid. If they give in, I'm happy. I just want to take the state from them. That's all I want to do. Take them down. Sorry, Sardinia Piedmont, you didn't do really anything to deserve this. I just, you know, I gotta do what I gotta do. It's all for the greater good, you see. And my greater good involves you being involved in the greater bad. Sorry, not sorry. They are willing to give in. I really just don't care about the foreign investment rights. Peace deal done. We have the state. Back to the cultures tab, Central Europe. And my friends, we can form it. Form Central Europe, a glorious union. This is the German Empire that's yellow, but it's actually the Holy Roman Empire. This is the Holy Roman Empire / Super Germany in 1847, so roughly 10 years from the game's start. Look at all the accepted cultures we have. North German, South German, Czech, Dutch, Flemish, Wallonian. I can't pronounce that one, I'm gonna say Alemannic. Oh, it's Swiss. And Slovene. So many accepted cultures, and we are still on national supremacy. That is the fastest that I can do it right now. I know I had to brute force it because the game is bugged right now. I'm hoping that'll be fixed as soon as possible. But that is Super Germany in 10 years. Thanks for watching the video. Why not watch this video where I modernized Japan and gave them their World War II borders 50 years early. That's it from me though. I hope you all enjoyed and I wish you all a great rest of your day. Goodbye.